I remember I had just been through like a couple days of a major bender with some good friends of mine, and one of my closest friends who I'm still very close with today. Her and I were sitting on the pavement in the driveway of one of our mates' house, and we were both in tears because we knew that this wasn't the life that we wanted for ourselves. And that day she met someone and she fell pregnant and got married, and she's in a much better place now. And I ran away with some guy and traveled to South Africa, and it was the best and the worst decision I ever made for myself, because it was the best thing, because if I had stayed where I was, I would have been dead now. Definitely, there's no question about it. And and the reason it was bad was because I ran away with a guy who was so abusive in so many different ways, and I developed anorexia through that relationship. And even at 34 kilos, he told me how fat and disgusting I was. He was one of the worst people I've ever met, but also going through his own stuff. So I have a lot of compassion for him, because I understand that he was also going through his own stuff. I managed to run away in the middle of the early hours of the morning with the money that when I used to do his laundry, I had stashed that money somewhere and hid it. And I ran away when I got a chance and caught the train into Cape Town. And I went to this pirate ship that I used to work at. It was for like holiday makers. They used to go on this pirate ship, and I used to work there. And one of the guys that used to stay on the pirate ship kept me there. He fed me, and he gave me his phone because my ex had taken all my belongings from me. And he got hold of my family for me, and I managed to come back home. I then shortly went to Israel, and I lived there for a year, and that was also one of the best things I could have done for myself. The purpose of this video is that how many rock bottoms do we have to go through before we heal? Basically, like why do we keep doing this to ourselves? Why do we keep making the same stupid mistakes? So if you're watching this at 2 o'clock in the morning, you're scrolling and you're going through a rough time, maybe you are battling with depression, maybe you are a very anxious person and you don't understand what's going on in your head right now, or maybe you're battling with addiction, you don't have to go through multiple different rock bottoms to come to a place of healing. You need to make a choice, and if you feel like it's time that you're ready to make a choice to change your life, instead of hitting a few more rock bottoms and taking your loved ones down with you, I would recommend looking into Journey Recovery and Wellness Center or another facility of your choice. But Journey really bases their whole focus on trauma, really dealing with the root cause of the trauma, because addiction and mental health, like I've said in my past videos, are symptoms of trauma. So you have to deal with your past or your present, and your trauma can be very different to someone else's trauma. It doesn't have to be something abusive or something hectic. Your trauma can be specific to you, and if you don't deal with it, it's going to come out in other ways. I mean, I'm sure you've heard the book with the body takes the score, right? And it's going to start coming out in multiple different ways, because that's just how it is. That is the human nature, that is the human body. So if you are ready to make a change and you are tired of hitting rock bottom, I would suggest looking into Journey Recovery and Wellness Center. We have a Johannesburg facility and a Ballito facility. So for Johannesburg, you can visit journeyrecoverycenter.com or journeyballito.co.za. Please make contact, or you can send me a DM if you want to have a chat first and find out more about what we're about. And let's stop hitting rock bottom. Let's start making a change for ourselves and doing it sooner rather than later.